Hi, I'm Anita from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 26 of Yarn with Me. I had to look at my screen, and that was fun. Anyway, so for today's session, first let me say hi to all. Let me double check my subscriber count. I want to say hi to all 58 of you. Yay! Happy to have you here. And if you're not subscribed, please consider it. Like, share, subscribe, join the Discord. The link to that is in the description below. I am today playing catch up with my temperature blanket. I've got one more day on this for week 2 of February. I am, yes, behind. So I need to do week 3 also, but I'm going to start doing 2 a day starting tomorrow after I get off of work. So, and I did not set my timer. How dare I not set my timer? Timer, 30 minutes. And go. So this is what I'm working with right now. That's all it is. It's just that. So I got my little scratch paper here. I've got the next yarn here for it. So all I need now is to find my other knitting needle. Haha. And get started. So when I finish this one, I'm going to move to my sock yarn blanket, and then it's close to the corner, and I don't want to go through the corner at the moment in this episode. I'm going to do it afterwards, and when I finish that, I will work on the blanket one that's buried underneath this yarn. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I need one more. And 10. I'm going to add my high temperature yarn, which is a lilac. Get that on my needle. Go into the next one, and then I'm going to tie. I need to tie to the black yarn. Maybe. As soon as I get that done, I can freely converse. And I know you really can't see what I'm doing. Like I said, I don't have the most optimal recording area. Move that back, get untangled, take the black yarn, put that back over there, and weave my end in as I go. So I'm gonna be making some changes with the vlog, because this is just not enough of what I do to warrant like a 5-minute video, because I really don't have much to talk about. So I'm thinking, why don't I just do 5 or 10 minutes or whatever during the week, and then edit it together. That might be better for me. I mean, if I don't, I haven't done it before, so if I don't like it, I'll change it back. This is what we do. We experiment. And finish that row. Untangle myself from my yarn. Okay. Write my little tally mark down, because I need 8 rows of this color, and then it's back to varsity blue for another 8 rows. And I don't have to worry about counting now, because my colors are all set up at the moment. And I've also decided, because I want to do markets this year, but I've been slacking on making stock for markets. So I decided that, okay, my weekends off from work are going to be doing making products. So far right now only have, like, I think 9 scrunchies of various sizes, and so far 3 market bags. I've got a 4th one over here on my table that I'm not working on because it's not my weekend, and it's a large bag. I haven't made the large bag yet, so I'm doing that one. And then I got to, let's see, I got cotton yarn coming from Ice Yarns. I don't know when it's supposed to arrive. I haven't gotten a delivery date yet, but I just ordered it the other day. And it was just the amount of emails I got within like 4 hours of making that purchase. Oh, hey, yeah, it shipped. I'm like, wait, what? Because I ordered it at 7 o'clock my time. It went in, and then I got the emails for the purchase notifications and stuff like that. And then I got another one for shipping. And I was like, wait, that quick? This is my first order from Ice Yarns. So it's a whole mess of cotton yarn. So I can make like the market bags and stuff. And I think I'm not going to do the granny square bags in 100% cotton. I need to find something else to do with that, because I made one in acrylic, 100% acrylic yarn, just to test it out, and I made it, and it's a big bag. So I'm like, okay. Now that I have it down to where I know how to make it, I know what I want to do to construct it, that would be a lot easier than trying to hand sew, because I am terrible at it. I need an easy to follow left-handed hand stitching tutorial, but I have yet to find one. And I'm like, it's frustrating. I would like to learn how to do mattress stitch for crocheted items. I just don't know how to do it. And I'm a visual learner, but I also like hearing explanations as well before they do it, instead of just showing it and then, oh, video's over with. I'm like, I didn't understand it. And even replaying it, I couldn't grasp it. So I didn't understand what was going on. And I was like, I'm still trying to find that resource to help, and I don't know. So my market projects for this weekend, one is finishing that large bag, and then working on keychains. I just need to figure out what I want to do for the keychains, because I got leftover cotton yarn from making those the bags already, so I might make like stuff with that just to get it started, because I've got over let's see, how many do I have? I know it's quite a lot of, because I bought them off, where did I buy them? I can't remember if I think I bought them on Shein. Like a bunch of like lobster clip, lanyard, keychain, key fob stuff. And I will make key fobs too. Not key fobs. Wristlets. You can attach to a bag. Although I do want to make smaller like bags that go in your purse. Dang it. This is one thing I hate about this. Everything gets wrapped around, and I'm like, quit biting me, yarn. So I want to do that this weekend. I want to finish up, because I've got like, so many skeins of Bernay Velvet. Is it Bernay or Bernat? I've heard it pronounced both ways. I always called it Bernay, so I don't really know. But I've got all that Bernay Velvet yarn back in a box over there and off my piano. And I need to start doing stuff with that. I want to test out making twisted headbands with that. Just to see how it goes, because I kind of want one. I wanted one, but I tried making it out of that blanket yarn, and it just didn't look right. So all that blanket yarn I bought is going to the back of that other blanket that I'm making. Or, Yeah, what am I doing? I need to flip that, move this one to the front. Get untangled. I'd use my double points for this, but I don't have a point protector that will stay on. The ones I bought years ago, I used them as like on double points for like small width projects to make a stop. But it kind of failed now because it had been on there so long, and I went to try to put it on a different needle and it popped right off. So I was like, well, shoot. Got 2 more rows of the violet, and then I switched to varsity blue. Can't wait for this one to be done so I can focus on something else. I've been doing this since I got home from work. I got the crochet one week 2 caught up. I did 3 of those, so I was like, all right, let me just do 3 of these crochet ones, and then I'll attach it to week 1. Sorry, I was finishing week 2, not week 3. I think I accidentally said 3. But I got that attached, and it's somewhere. It's sitting over there. And yeah, because it would just be, the vlog would be like 5 minutes long. Here's my progress on my temperature blanket. So far, yes, I am behind. Here's my one finished object I have, which would take all of 2 seconds to show. So I think I'll just probably might, like I said, do it over a couple of days. Like, I'll start on it probably tonight, and then go through until about like Friday, unless none of my kids are coming over this weekend. I don't know yet. I had my son over this past weekend, and he took me to go see the new Captain America movie. I forget what the tagline is, but it was good. A little confusing in some spots. I was like, what is going on in this thing? I have no idea. And of course, at the end of the movie, excuse me, a lot of us, we stayed put in our seats because we've been conditioned by Marvel to sit there and wait for something to happen after the credits. So we did, and there was. It was like, huh, there we go. So, yeah. And I didn't realize that it had just come out. And he's like, yeah, I was like, because we seen a preview on the screen for something, and it said out March, or not March, February, whatever it was. And I was like, wait a minute. We went and saw it last night on the 17th of February, and it was, wait, I didn't realize it just came out 3 days ago. So I think it was on the 14th that it came out. I'm not sure. So, cut my violet yarn, lilac, whatever it's called, stick it over there, and then we get ready for varsity blue. As you can see, I've had varsity blue the past 2 days, and it'll be a 3rd day too. It's kind of like how this went with 2 lilacs, and it's like, ugh. As soon as it gets to like spring, it might end up being just a little more colorful. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm gonna get some coffee. I probably should have heated it up before I came over here. It's still warm. So I'm gonna attach the blue here in a minute. What the heck is in there? Yeah, I guess I'll find out when I get my break. There's something in my yarn can. I think it might be a piece of trash. I'm not sure. I can't see it because, well, it's kind of dark under my desk. So, yeah, I cannot wait to get that cotton yarn. It's just all solid color yarn. I couldn't make up my mind. I was like, I'll probably get like some variegated at some point, or something that's a little more interest. Like I said, I'm just testing it out and trying it out. The yarn that I got, there were 31 different colors, but 16 of them were unavailable to purchase. They were out of stock. So I'm like, okay. Where's the blue yarn? I'm trying to tie my knots here, and it's fussy. So I bought one pack of each of the available ones. Now I'll wait until they get them back in stock to get the rest of them. Woohoo! Let's not drop a stitch. All right. Just trying to flip things back to where they... Oops, darn it. I was supposed to take it over to this needle. Then, well, no. Bring it over, flip that one back, and then now we work with the blue yarn and we weave our ends in as we go. Maybe. Just trying to get that started. Okay, that's as far as I want to take that. Still need to like trim the excess ends off of the January strip. I kind of got lazy with that, and I also got lazy with this one too. All right, write it down. 1 row, 7 more to go. Yeah, so didn't really have a plan when I started this episode. It's just like I had a couple of talking points, but not much else other than trying to like catch this up and then work on some other stuff. I did manage to get my whip list down to 14. I frogged, well, I haven't frogged the second bag I was making because I think I won't have enough yarn for it. But I did frog the cotton one. I started designing a market bag, but I needed more yarn than I probably had for that project. So, and the cotton yarn comes with, it's four balls of yarn per bag. And I bought 15 of them, so that's 60 balls of cotton yarn. So I should have enough if I wanted it, because I wrote it down as far as doing the pattern on the side. When you build the side up, I do need to start that over and try again. See if I can get a project completed with that specific pattern that I wrote. That way I can tell how much yarn it takes. But I think all my granny square bags are going to be done with acrylic yarn or acrylic blend, but not wool. Of any type, because, well, it's a market bag. It needs to be washable and dryable. None of this lay flat to dry or hand wash. Need things that are easy to take care of. That's why it's like I did 100% cotton. They're the bags that I'm making are two-tone. There's one color for the mesh part and another color for the handles. That way I could make one bag with two things of yarn, because I tried making one with just one ball of that one ball of this. I love this cotton. I was going to run out of yarn, so I was like, I frogged it and then redid it. So I did the handle part is one color, the mesh part is a different color, and I have some yarn left over, so I'm going to be using, yeah, it's 3.5 ounces, and that, I'm not entirely sure how many ounces those bags actually are. I do not know. I don't have a sensitive enough scale to weigh them. Even though I do have one saved on Amazon in my wish list. Because, and I keep going back and forth. Do I want to sell at markets, or do I want to just sell online? And I've been trying to research different places to do it. I mean, I have my own website, but I'm not sure how I want to go about it. So I've got a scale and a label. Is it a label maker? I'm trying to think of what you call it. Thermal label something or other, but I would use it for shipping only. I saved it off, so I was just like, I was like, I'm not going to go and purchase this right now. I've got too many other things I'm trying to do. It's down the road. I still need products. A nice variety of products, and I need, if I do it online, I need to have like some kind of packaging to do it with, because some things will be heavier, so I couldn't exactly put it in like a bubble mailer, unless that was the only item. Dang it, can we not? There we go. So it's just things I've got to think about. I still need to work on our upcoming color palette challenge. And I keep thinking, it's like, do I give you a pattern to make with the color palette challenge, or do I let you decide what project you want to do? I mean, I already have things in mind I'm doing for both of them, although I still have to rethink the knitting one. Because I'm going to do both. I'm going to choose one for the crochet project, one for the knitting project. And it'll be blankets. I'm not sure what size blanket I want to make. I don't know if I really need another one for my bed. The granny square blanket that was done with what was it? Red Heart Super Saver, Jumbo Ombre and Spearmint. I think that was the colorway. My daughter completely like took that blanket, so she uses that one. And then I finished her corner to corner blanket a couple of weeks ago, and then she took possession of it last week. She giggled maniacally when she was getting ready to go, and I was like, I'm just sitting here doing this, and she's just laughing like maniacally, like I said, and it's like I turn around, she's like holding the blanket going so it's like, all right. Oh, and my son commissioned me to make him a neck warmer. I'm like, okay, what color do you want? Black. He's like, well, then red. I was like, I'm using the red right now. The red's been spoken for. I don't have any. So black it is. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it. He wants it double thick. And then he claims he wants like a piece of fabric or something in between the layers. And I'm like, I don't have anything that can go in between that would work with that. It's like, I don't have it. He's like, I don't care what fabric it is. I was like, it's not going to work. Just let me make it first. And then you decide if you need fabric in it or not. Because I've made double thick headbands that you can also use as a neck warmer. But the one I made is just way too big. Way too big. Yay, one more row. And then I can do the black. 2 rows of black in between and be done with this for this one for the day. Yeah. That's the one thing about doing intarsia. Everything gets wrapped up. As you can see, it's all twisted. So it makes it a little difficult sometimes to work with. I was having a ton of issues earlier before I hit record. It just kept getting wrapped up and then wrapped around. Oh, shoot. Wrapped up and then wrapped around my knitting needle. Frog that one back for a hot second here. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? There we go. I ended up splitting the yarn from the row underneath it. I was like, yeah, that's not how that works. So I fixed it. Yay! Alright. I'm going to cut the blue. Make my little mark here. Cut the blue yarn. I'm going to do 2 rows. Maybe. Okay, I could put this off my desk. Also, there we go. My needle. 2 rows of black. And I can set this aside until tomorrow when I work on it again. I hope that's not coming over my microphone. The only way I'd be able to tell that is if I had my headphones plugged in and I set OBS Studio to monitor the input and output of my microphone. Alright, so I need to here tie my yarn. Wish there was an easier way to set this up to do this. But there is not. There we go. Now I weave in my little end. Silence. And one more row. What's my time looking like? I got 1 minute and 52 seconds, so which it's not going to take me almost 2 minutes to get across 20 stitches. So that took the first half hour. Yeah, because doing the knitted. Now, if the knitted temperature blanket was the only one you had, it wouldn't. It would just be what it is. But no, my crazy self decided, oh, let me do one of each. And I've been trying not to get behind, but then I had to try to finish this one project. It's sitting over there. You can't really see it at all. So I'll put that in the vlog. And then I'll upload that vlog next week. There we go. Progress. Yay. Week 2 of February. Finally done. Woo. Go me. Alright, let me move this aside. Now I could just get set up for the sock blanket after the break. Yep. That's trash in my yarn can. There we go. Alright. Let's grab my needles. Yeah, I'm not really that close to the end, but close enough. Throw that in there. I'm not going to start on this yet. I just wanted to get it. Where am I? What am I doing? What? I am so confused. All right. Let's go take a break. I'll see you in about 5 seconds. Okay, and we're back. I had like a little issue. I was like confused on this. I guess I did one right side row and then got distracted and never finished it. So I finished that in the subsequent wrong side row. So I'm going to grab my timer and start it over and get cracking on this project. Can't wait till this ball of yarn is done. It's because I've got this cute little cake sitting over here, and I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's adorable. It's all sock yarn that I used on the stand wood. So can't wait to finish this ball o' yarn up. And I think I probably will not get to the corner in this 30-minute session because I thought I was a lot closer, but I am not. So yeah, and I still need to do some stitch tutorials. It's like I have my next set in my list ready to shoot. One knit, one crochet. And then I've got my tutorial projects. One sitting over there, right here. There's another one down there that I seriously need to get to work on, especially the one down here. It's like it's about to be March, and that's a knit scarf. So we're pretty close to coming out of winter. Dang it. But that's fine, whatever. We do what we do when we do it. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Market stuff. I'd sell those in pairs. Because I've got that Christmas yarn still in my room. I made two little granny square stockings. The tutorial for that is on my channel. So I have those two, but I need to use up that yarn. And I want to like make a bunch of those, finish up that yarn, and sell them in the market. Because I have quite a few granny square stocking ornaments already. Although I might keep a set for myself. Just so I have a set. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. need to work through my product list as well of things I can do quickly, things that would sell year round. And then since we're about ready to come out of winter, like spring is next month, it is so flippin' cold today. And I just got the high temperature in my spreadsheet written down. It was only 16 degrees today. Yeah, and it's not going to be much warmer tomorrow. I'm gonna cry. I'm so over being cold. And it flurried all day long. And it's like, why? And every time I checked the weather app on my phone, it just said it didn't say anything about snow. And I'm like, are you serious? Have you guys looked outside? It's like, yeah, using computers and watching models and stuff. Yeah, that's a science, but stick your head outside once in a while. Check what it's actually doing. Because I remember one night when I was working overnight still, or yeah, something like that, overnights, it snowed. Said nothing about it in any forecast, and I wasn't the only one that said that night. And it was a wet snow, so I'm trying to clean my car off, and by the time I got all the way around my vehicle, it was covered again. And I'm like, oh my God, I give up. It's like, that was ridiculous. I'm just thankful now that my new job is just like a hop and a skip down the road, and I don't have to deal with a ginormously steep hill, because that's terrifying in the winter, especially if CDOT does not clear it off. Which quite a few times last winter, they didn't. Which was a scary commute to work and a scary commute home. Oh, okay, we're back at striping again. I keep wanting to set this down and like write a line, and it's like, that's not what this project is. I don't need to keep track of my rows on this one. It's all garter stitch. My other one is at the corner. I just haven't done the corner turn for it yet, which I'm going to have to do at some point. But we're working on this one right now. And let's actually complete the stitch. Try this again. There we go. Yeah. I'm still like, even when I took my break, I'm still debating, do I want to actually go physically do markets, or do I just want to do it online? Because hoofing things back and forth, especially in this apartment complex where I have to walk up and down 3 flights of stairs, and then trying to take product down and like display stuff down, it's going to be a giant hassle. Now, if I had a place that was just ground level, aka a house, working on it, I probably wouldn't have that problem, because I could just walk out the door and take it. I wouldn't have to carry things up and down stairs. It's like, I detest stairs. I really do not enjoy stairs, especially when I get home from work, because then I have to walk up 3 flights and I'm tired, which sucks. So yeah, I've got to like, I'm gonna look at some neck warmer patterns just to get an idea of what's out there, because he wants it like warm. And I'm like, I can do it double thick. I just need to figure out what to do for it. Probably just a plain stockinette stitch in the round. Because the one that I made was, what do you call it? Ribbing. But I've used it so much, it's stretched out, and I need to wash it again. So it'll, like, go back, take its shape back. But even then, it might just be too big anyway for my little neck. So I might just have to make myself one. Would like to make a balaclava just to go through the process. There was one I'd seen, I think I was like scrolling through Pinterest, excuse me, and seen one where the hood had like drawstring. I'm like, oh, ooh, that would be nice. You could just cinch it down if you want on days that are like really, 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 really cold. So I want to try that. Do want to do a knit one and a crochet one, but I don't particularly want to start any more projects other than my son's neck warmer. Thankfully, I have a skein of black sitting over there. Why did he have to choose black? Because I do not have the best lighting in the world over here. I mean, I've got that lamp sitting back there, but I don't want to deal with that right now. That's why I need to look at some patterns and just to see what kind of designs are out there. We're making progress. This blanket will not be done by the time summer rolls around. Yeah, I'm just trying to, I've got to, like, once I start running out of the sock yarn that I have, I've got to figure out what sock yarn I want. I need sock yarn that's washable and dryable. And I do not want wool, because then I really don't want to lay flat to dry, and I don't know. Because it's been years since I've purchased sock yarn. This is still for my stash from years and years and years ago. And it's like, this isn't a very, like, it's not a bright looking blanket, the colors and stuff. It's more of like a darker color. So I want to like try to stick with that theme. So the blanket doesn't abruptly get bright. I mean, there's some bright in it, but not a whole lot. Like the outside of this ball, it's brighter than all the other ones colors that I have. So I want to try to stick with the darker, more muted colors. Not necessarily dark, but not like bright colors for this. Yeah, I think I might just sell online now that I think about it, but I need to figure out packaging. What do I need? Do I need boxes? Do I need bags? Do I need bubble mailers? I don't know. Yeah, because I would probably, the keychains or whatever, I would probably get like little boxes to put them in, and then like bubble wrap it or something. I'm not sure. I might have to just like do some research. Look and see what's out there. Still don't know what platform I want to do it with because I need something right out straight up that is cost effective. You know, I don't want to spend oodles of money and then not sell anything. Because that wouldn't be happy. That wouldn't make me happy. That wouldn't make anybody happy. I know it takes time, but I think I was on Etsy for maybe a year, but it was just so difficult just to get anyone to look at your stuff. It was like all I did was patterns at the time, digital downloads, and that's what I've got on Gumroad right now. I'm not gonna deviate from putting them over there. I need to go through and link my Ravelry to the Gumroad stuff, just so that's out of the way. That way I can keep better track of everything. Just wish I had a better space to work in other than in my living room. I just had like a spare room to do all this stuff in. My living room could be just for like living and not working. I need like, I would like to have an office. I cannot have an office in this place because I have one bedroom and then all of this. Living room / kitchen / dining room, bathroom. It's just not conducive to putting myself somewhere else to do my work other than in here. I could like do all of my video work and stuff in the office, and when I'm tired of doing that, I could come out to the living room and maybe watch TV or something. A place to relax. I do not have such a place at the moment. Sad face. I'll get there though. I'm working very hard to try to get out of this tiny apartment. Oh, there's still so much of that ball left. Getting kind of tired of looking at the same pattern repeat over and over and over again. But if I just done it this way from the start, I probably would have been done with this specific ball of yarn first. And then it would be like done by now, probably. It's just that I'm looking at the ball of yarn for the other blanket, and I'm like, oh no, am I ever going to get through that? It's crazy. It's so huge. It's like the mandala yarn in Bavar. It was like one of those jumbo mandala ones. I don't know if it's like 10 ounces of yarn or something like that, but it's huge. It still does not fit in my coffee can. But yeah, just sitting here biding my time, waiting for my ice yarns. Because I'd always wanted to purchase stuff from there, but I just didn't know what to get first. So I was like, I made the decision the other night to get cotton yarn. So now that's coming to me. I can't wait. Squeal. And I'll do an unboxing video for that when it shows up. What's my time? 10 minutes, 30 seconds left. And then I'll shoot my vlog, or start the shooting of my vlog after this is done. But I do need to edit this somewhat. I don't really have to cut too much out, because the last couple of ones I had to do a lot of editing on, because I kept having like these massive coughing fits that wouldn't stop. It's like cold air and stuff. It's like in the winter time, it gets really bad in the winter. So I had to edit a lot. And I don't need to do much of anything other than edit the front, edit in the break, and edit the end. Which will not take that long. That way I can get this edited and ready for tomorrow. I don't have multiple cameras. I don't want to use my phone, because the audio on the phone is just bad. It's so high pitchy. And it does take a hot minute to line. Where's the end of this at? To line up audio from 2 different video sources. Which is why sometimes you'll see people clap. That way they can line everything up and then edit from there. And I don't know if I can, can use my phone as long as I sit over here with the microphone. See, if I had a lavalier mic, I wouldn't have to worry about it. Then I could use my phone and travel over there, do other stuff. But I don't. Oh, man, I'm going to need some coffee here in a sec. As soon as I pick up my stitch at the end of this row. I can do that. Because I'm thirsty. Oof, so far away. Fuzzies. I did manage to clean off part of my desk. Cleaned it up, got some stuff. It was just like a lot of papers. Random little sheets of paper all over the place, and I'm like, let me go through this. Oh, I don't need this, don't need that. Oh, there's something I can get rid of. Toss that in the trash, put that in the desk. It doesn't need to be sitting out. All that other fun stuff. So I got most of it done. What I would like to do is clean off my piano. My poor piano. I do need to, like, focus on getting that double knit blanket completed. I have 5 more blocks to do, 150 rows. I just need to get on it, and I haven't messed with it in, like, I think 2 weeks. So what I need to do is, like, round robin all of my projects except for that knitted scarf down underneath the desk. That's, I don't want to stop in the middle of that. And it's a 16 row repeat. So I would have to do 16 rows, then move on to the next one. But me staring at charts, still no fun. Would like to do the first 2 rows. Maybe I'll do that for the vlog after I show my finished object. I'm figuring it out. Excuse me, as I go. I just wish I was just a little quicker at the tutorials. I've got all these personal projects left. Thankfully, I'm down to 14. Let's see, 2 long-term projects sitting right here. That's 12. 2 one-year projects, that's 10. So I have 10 projects, and I need to look at that list. I know I've got the rug. It's like, what is there any other than these, like, 4 blankets I'm doing? And I got that rug, that's my car blanket, car project when I'm at work. What else do I even have other than some market stuff? Don't drop. Ugh. Drop my needle. At least it's right here. Get myself back up here. This in my lap. No, if this desk wasn't so inconvenient. I did not go out and buy a printer. I might do that because, well, next Wednesday is my birthday. So I took Tuesday, the day off, or the day before off. Wednesday, I took my birthday off. Took Thursday off. Excuse me, took Thursday off as well. So I'm going to probably do it during that, my little mini vacation, give myself a 5-day weekend, because dang it, I deserve it. Working my butt off at work, and then here trying to do all of this stuff. Let's see, what is another long-term project? I thought these were the only ones. This is a year long. The temperature blankets are 1 year long, although it might go over because I still need to, like, do the finishing touches on those, and that'll take a minute. And as soon as I get the the February sections done, I will do a tutorial. Probably just do it in one tutorial instead of, like, both. Or maybe, no. Shoot. I'll have to do them separate. Because you got left-handed, right-handed for a crochet. And then just the knit one by itself on how to join them together. So I'll probably do that in March, first part of March. And then when I start doing the March projects, I need to get the stuff ready for April, May, and June for the next set of months. Because I have not done that yet. Because I thought I was like, all right, I'm just going to buy all these plastic bags, and then I'm going to get all the gray blocks and the black blocks completed before I start my project. I didn't do that. So I need to do April, May, and June. Get those ready to go. Because I think, yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. Once after I get caught up. I am 7, maybe 9 days behind on my blankets. So as soon as I get that caught up, I'm going to start doing the temperature sections, the block and the strip over here for the knit one. And then for the crochet one, make a gray block and a black block, maybe one or two. Probably just the one. Because I need to, I know I got it wrote down. I just need to open the file to see how many I need for April. And then I can like get that ready to go. So I'm not like scrambling to make blocks. Okay, I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm going to do the wrong side row, and then this session will be over with at almost a little after 8 o'clock on a Tuesday when I'm shooting this. So just do this last row. So much fun. And done. So it's the progress so far. We almost made it to the corner. Almost, not quite. But yeah, here it is as it stands at the moment. It'll get done eventually. But not soon enough, I swear. All right, anyway, let me set that over here. Let me know what project you worked on during this session, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.